Okay, so today I'm going to do a live answering a ton of the AO Scan subscription questions that I get, the commonly asked questions I get about the AO Scan subscription. So if you're here on my page, you've probably already heard me talk about the AO Scan a lot. Maybe you already have the AO Scan now. But what I want to do today is talk about how amazing it is, all of the different features, and answer questions because a few of the last posts and reels that I've done, a ton of people asked questions about to get more info on the AO Scan, and then they asked questions about lots of different things, and it's so many messages. I'm having a hard time getting back to everybody. So I thought I would just go live and kind of answer, give you an overview of everything, tell you why I think it's so incredible and life-changing, and really just why I feel like it's the best investment for your health. So I do have to start out by saying the AO Scan technology, everything I'm about to share with you, is not medical advice. The AO Scan is not a medical device. It's not to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And yeah. Yes, you can do, I'll go over that when we get to Cephi. Okay, so I kind of wanted to, and then maybe everyone, if you are hopping on and you do have a lot of questions, if you ask questions, I'll try to get to them, but stay till the end and then I'll try to do like a question and answer. But I want to start out with a little bit of my background with bioresonance technology because I was using a different bioresonance device before I found the AO Scan. I had a brick and mortar practice. I practiced as a practitioner. I helped people with protocols, parasite cleansing, all the stuff. Anything holistic I have probably done and worked with people on. And so, because I have just been on a mission for so long to help people with their health, empower people with their health, and heal myself because I really struggled with a lot of things for a very long time. So in my brick and mortar practice, I had a bioresonance technology that was $15,000, and people had to come into my practice physically, put their hand on a cradle, and sit there for almost 2 hours with me to get one scan. And this was great at the time. It was the best that I knew. But that device, it didn't optimize the body. It literally just scanned to see what supplements people needed to buy to get better. So that didn't feel great. And it was a lot of information to sit there and explain. And people, for a couple $100 to come for a scan, it's not feasible to go all the time. So when I was introduced to the AO Scan, I was actually searching online about the emotion code because I was newly getting certified or just certified as an emotion code practitioner. That was starting to change my life. And I was really just hungry for more information. So I was just searching on YouTube and came across Juliana. Juliana's here on Instagram. Her handle is Revelation Navigation. She's awesome. She was sharing about the AO Scan technology, and I saw her videos talking about it, and it looked so cool. I was like, what is this? This must be thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh my gosh, I wish I wouldn't have spent so much on this other one. But I scheduled a scan with her because I was so curious. And it looked like it did so much more than what my current technology did. And what I had been praying for leading up to that was something that I could have my clients have that was like everything that was in my practice. I thought, how can I have my practice in my clients' homes? Because, people were driving 45 minutes to an hour to come see me, and then just to get a little bit of relief to then not come back for 6 to 8 weeks and then buy all these supplements. And it just was like, how can we this? There has to be a better way. So I was praying for a better way, and I was also praying for answers for myself. God is so cool. So anyways, scheduled my scan with Juliana, and she was in Puerto Rico, I'm pretty sure, and I was here in California, and we literally had a scan just over a phone connection, a cell phone connection, and that was just, I was amazed. That already kind of sold me, because I was like, the current technology I've already invested in, to do distance scans, I was getting prepared to start doing a lot of more distance scans, because I had started to really share a lot on Instagram, and people were like, well, I live in Canada, I live in New York, I live all over. Can we do a distance scan? And for us to be able to do a distance scan would have, and it did for multiple people, required you to buy technology, physical technology that had to get shipped to your house, to then work on the computer and connect technology-wise, and then do a Zoom, and it was just such a hassle. So when we just literally, she just called me, FaceTimed me, and we did a scan. It's like, this is so easy, I can help people from a distance. Then she started diving into more, and the next thing was how this technology wasn't trying to sell me on supplements, and it literally optimized everything in my body. And it was so accurate. I remember just being like, okay, I didn't tell her I was living in a moldy apartment. I didn't tell her all the symptoms I was still dealing with. I didn't tell her how anxious and stressed I felt. But everything that came up in my reports was right on point with what I was going through. And it optimized in the same scan. So we're going to dive into all the different features of the AO scan. There's actually more in the AO scan now than there was when I first signed up. So it's really, really cool. It keeps getting better and better. And I know there's going to be more updates to the scanner coming in March at the Day of Discovery, which I'm going to actually be a speaker at. So I'm very excited about that. And when you sign up with this AO scan subscription and a bundle in the month of February, you get a free ticket to that training. So definitely this is the month to sign up. But yeah, I just wanted to share how this blew me out of the water. I bought the AO scan that day once I saw the value of how much better this was than the technology I had before. And the cost. So back when I signed up, we still had to buy devices from Solex. We still had to buy either a mobile device or a tablet from them, because they prepped them, they got them ready for the technology, they EMF remediated them. There was all these different things that the company did, and so that was a little bit of an investment, $500 or $1,000. Now you don't even need that. Now you just log in on whatever device you have. I don't even use my AO scan actual mobile that I bought. I don't use that anymore. So stuff just keeps improving and improving, and the cost of the subscription will never increase. So that's amazing too. Now, everything I've researched, all the companies I've called and talked to and asked, because people have questions all the time about, well, what about this compared to another bioresonance technology? And I loved how the owner of our company, Lauren, he said at the last Day of Discovery, he was like, frequency isn't bad. There's no other frequency device out there that's bad. Frequency is good, but ours is the best. And I have to agree. Hi, Renee. Yes, it's the best. It's the best investment. I cannot imagine life without it. And we get to share it with other people. So when you sign up for the AO Scan subscription, you are getting access to a $38,000 practitioner grade device that you just get to log into and have access to. Most people who had this stuff, if not everyone who did before it was available like this, was taking out a giant loan or spending a ton of money because they're a practitioner or a doctor, or just so desperate for help for their health. $38,000. So it's pretty amazing that they have made this so available to us, and the heart of the company shines through so much, and it's so cool. So It is addicting. Hi, Leslie. I'm rocking my Moth and Stone, so if anyone needs some beautiful pieces, go follow Moth and Stone. Yeah, I mean, if you are hungry to change your life, if you're hungry to learn about quantum things, I know so many people message me all the time. They're like, I want to learn quantum, I want to learn energy, I want to learn frequency. Where did you learn? This is the gateway to learning everything that's so fascinating and so fun. So if you're hungry for that, you need to replace your social media addiction with something else. Try the AO scan. It's like you can literally try it for a month and then cancel if it's not for you. No one really does that, but okay, so what we're doing today is I just want to go over the main features and just briefly explain to you guys because of all the questions that I've been getting. The first tab we have here in our modules is called the quick scan. And this is where you can upload all your supplements, literally scan to see which ones you need. So you don't need to be muscle testing. You don't need to be I'm not telling you not to go to your practitioner, but I felt so wrong telling people to take the same supplements for 6 to 8 weeks and then come back. That didn't feel right to me. Maybe there's a time and a place for that. Everyone's different. I love practitioners. Everyone is doing their absolute best. I have seen so much more success in myself and my clients and everyone who messages me that when they put their supplements into the scanner and then actually scan for what they need, they're doing so much better and saving money because you're not taking $600 to $800 worth in supplements a month. Oh my gosh. So that's been huge. And I was hesitant at first. I was very hesitant to recommend people switch to this way. But I keep seeing the benefits and I keep seeing how much better people feel when they're not overloading themselves on too many supplements that they don't necessarily need. So that's a huge part of this. You can upload whatever you want into here. You can even upload modalities. And then literally you put them into little categories. You can choose which categories. And then you record your voice for 10 seconds. And it scans you to see exactly, sorry, that's loud, exactly what you need. Very cool. So right here, it's telling me I need a turmeric supplement that I have, some electrolytes, vitamin C, and 60 minutes of sunlight. So, okay, yeah, I will save it, Jen. 60 minutes of sunlight. You can put modalities into the scanner. Like you can literally put, like, I've put my PEMF mat in here, rebounding, sunlight. Some of my girls, they've done like jogging, all their different exercises. They want to know if they should do yoga or if they should do Pilates or what they should do. And you can scan to see what your body's resonating with. What do you need the most? Do you need an emotion code session? Do you need body code? Do you need belief code? Do you need to go on a walk? Do you need to stretch? Do you need your tuning forks? Forest walking. I love that. Yes, we need to. And it gives you that reminder and an action step to go do the things. Like, we all need that. Otherwise, we'll sit on our butts and do nothing. So anyways, within the quick scan, you can scan for your supplements, upload whatever you want. And guess how awesome this is? Yeah, modalities. I have a couple videos on it, but you can probably figure it out pretty easily within there. Just add whatever you want. So let's see, where was I going with that? Scanning for supplements. Oh, Solex will not upload other companies' supplements. And people ask me all the time, and I thought for a while, okay, this would be right if they did. But here's why they're not going to ever put other companies' supplements in here, is because there's this whole like monopoly on supplement companies paying to have their supplements put into bioresonance technology. How gross is that? I had no clue. I had no clue. So the previous technology I was using, all those companies that were getting pushed out on what to sell people on to fix their imbalances, they were paying to be put in that technology. I don't love that. I don't love that. So Solex has said that they get approached by people all the time. They get approached by companies to be put in their scanner, and they say no. So the only thing you're going to see preloaded into your AO scan is Solex supplements, but you don't have to add them to your client profile. So if you don't want to ever take Solex supplements, don't add them to your profile, and you'll never scan for them. I love Solex supplements. I take their fulvic and humic acids. I take their methylene blue. My mom is obsessed with their pulse. So it's up to you, but I just thought that was so beautiful, and it shows, again, the heart of the company. So anyways, you not only can scan for supplements and modalities for yourself, but also for your pets. So if you're into spoiling your pet, which if you have a pet, I hope you spoil them, you can scan to see what supplements and modalities your pets need as well. Then we have energetic auras. So I know a lot of you are energy practitioners, or you are working on protecting your energy when you go out in public. Just run Clear and Shield for yourself in the mornings. It's amazing. I wish I would have had this when I was a massage therapist, because I was absorbing people's energy and just feeling so bogged down. If you're sensitive to energy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I literally, if someone came in angry, I would feel angry and they would leave feeling amazing. If someone came in with pain, I would feel the pain, and I was not good at protecting my energy. I didn't know anything about that. This would have been a great tool. So then you have 3-minute boosts. I love listening to those. Literally, you just put on your bone transducing headset if you have this. This is also optional, but it's only $40, so I just tell everyone to get it for your in-person scans. People always ask how to wear it. It's supposed to go behind your head and then on it, like in front of your ears, like this. So you feel the frequency on your bone, and the cord is on the left. And this amplifies it. So it is great to have for your in-person scans. You don't have to, though. This is quantum. It's all going to work without it. But, I mean, I listen to the sound therapy with it. And when you buy this, it doesn't come with this adapter. I bought this one on Amazon because when I got this, it didn't come with adapters. But it comes with adapters for like iPhone and Android. And if for some reason it didn't fit, you could just buy a $5 adapter on Amazon. And yes, this is the question I get all the time. Is there supposed to be a gap there? Yes, there's a gap. It'll still work. And if it's not working for some reason with your phone or your whatever, then you probably have some settings you need to work on with your phone. 2 adapters. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because it didn't come with adapters before. If you don't want to put it behind your head, just always have the cord on the left, and you can just wear it like that. Okay. So these 3-minute boosts have a lot to them, and I'm not going to dive into that right now. I'll have to do a post on this, but there's frequencies and specific tones in these to help supercharge you, focus you, relax you, ground you, or my favorite, neuro aerobics. It literally, the first time I did it, I felt like my brain had a workout. It was amazing. And now it's my favorite one. I listen to it all the time. I don't know, I can't pinpoint one thing about the AO scan that has done this for me, but all of it combined, my creativity, productivity, inspiration, everything business-wise, everything in my life actually has gotten better. But neuro aerobics is amazing when you're like needing to get focused or like in the creativity mode. Every entrepreneur should have this, even if all they used was neuro aerobics. So anyways, if you're not using that yet, use it, please. Okay, we've only gotten through 1 module, and I'm gonna have to get off of here soon, so I gotta go fast. Okay, so next is the easy scan. This is what I tell people to do every day. This is so easy. I made a video explaining how you can use your, where you can use your AO scan in under 11 minutes in a day, just the main things to do. So this isn't super time consuming. You can make it time consuming. You can do a ton of stuff, but if you just have 10 minutes or 11 minutes, you can get a lot done. So with the Easy Scan, it's combining the sound therapy, vitals, and comprehensive. So what you do is you just talk for 10 seconds, records your voice. This is creating the sound therapy. This is what you listen to with your headset to release trapped emotions, balance the brain, release old emotional scars, get to old traumas that haven't been addressed, support your body emotionally, mentally, and physically. And you don't need your voice to run the other scans. The only thing you need your voice for is the quick scan, which we talked about for supplements, and inner voice, which makes your sound therapy. So yes, the whole thing is only $149 a month, and you can cancel or pause at any time. So I always tell people at least do a month. A lot of people are like, do 3 months, which I agree too. At least, give it a fair shot. Do it every day when you sign up. Be committed and see what happens. Most people are extremely, extremely pleasantly surprised. And it's not like a quick fix or a magic button or a magic wave of a wand, but consistency. My life has changed so much. And I share my different parts of my testimony all the time. Anyway, so within the Easy Scan, you do your inner voice. Then when you see this screen, it's scanning your body. So right now, it is scanning my entire body, from my blood to my DNA to my organs, my eyes, my hair, my everything. Okay, so let's say one of you is on the other side of the world. Let's say you're in, I don't know, somewhere over in the UK. And I had your client profile here at the top, and I was scanning you right now. This would be going to your body way over there, and I'm way over here. So you don't have to have this near you. You don't have to have your headset on. It's still going to work, which is the power of quantum physics, which is why I talk about science as much as I can. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a quantum physicist, but I really try to break down how this is working. So I have a whole video on my YouTube explaining how do distance energy scans, how do distance AO scans work. I break it down as best as I can for someone who's not a quantum physicist. But I feel like if we heard a quantum physicist explain it, it would just be too over our heads. So anyways, I don't know that we'll ever truly comprehend how this works in the way that a lot of people seem to want to know. But we're not asking these questions about our cell phone. We're not asking these questions about how the how the TV remote works or how, our key fob works for our car. So part of it's just understanding that this is energy and it's working because of science. Anyway, so then when you see the brain, this is when it's optimizing you. So when you do a scan with the AO scan, you are not just seeing, oh, what's wrong with me? You're optimizing everything. You're literally balancing things with frequency. Everything that was found out of balance is getting balanced. It's like a little treatment. It's like a quantum treatment. This is what would happen if you went to like some kind of really cool quantum wellness center. You would get scanned and optimized, or, and so many of us always go back to thinking of that little device they had on Star Trek where they could scan the body and then fix it. We're living in the future. It's amazing. So then again, it goes from inner voice, vitals, now it's doing the comprehensive. So it's scanning me for everything in the comprehensive, and then it'll go and optimize everything. Okay, so let's see. What shall we talk about next? The vital scan is like looking at your blood biology, so energetic lab work. Comprehensive is more like MRI, CT scan. You're seeing all the physical body parts. So, all right, I'm gonna let this finish up. and then we'll go on to the next thing. Does anyone have any questions so far? I know I've talked a ton, and we haven't even gotten that far through. But the other thing I want to tell you is I keep hearing about other devices. People have questions about everything I find, everything I research is AOScan is superior to them all. It has more at a lower cost. There's no huge entry fee. It's the best. It's really the best. So, okay. So then when you're done with your easy scan, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see your pulse tones come up. This is the sound therapy to listen to. This is what's going to help you with all the stuff going on in your mind. Yeah, that's a really tough topic of the religious side of things has really made people very fearful of this stuff, but it's how God made the world. It's how he designed us. Let's see, I can't give medical advice, but when whether you're talking about your nervous system or we're talking about feeling nervous, inner voice is one of those things you want to be doing a lot. And making new playlists, talking about the things that you want to focus on when you create your playlist, and listening. Listen with your earbuds, headphones, or your bone transducing headset, and do that every day. When we are dealing with something, no matter what we're dealing with, we have to think of every little bit of work we're doing to heal is like peeling back a layer of an onion. And the onion can have a lot of layers. So we have to be patient. We have to continue. Put supplements and modalities into there and do your quick scans. See what you need. Basically using every part of the AO scan is what I would suggest for anything. Again, this is not medical advice. So then underneath your inner voice report, you're going to see colors that are recommended. My lightwave optical glasses are way over there, so I'm not going to grab them. But an option, you'll see when you go on the site, there's bundles that you can get where you get different products if you want to. They're optional. But the lightwave optical glasses come in those bundles, and it's a series of different colors. That is also amazing for, I know we were talking about nervous system, feeling nervous, emotions. Using the color therapy with the sound is super powerful. That's another form of frequency. That's another way that we can support. So when we look at the reports, maybe I'll pull one up for inner voice, you're going to see different imbalances that show up. And when you wear the glasses, it's also helping bring balance to all those things that came up that were in imbalance, if that makes sense. So pairing color and sound is so powerful. Yeah, the glasses are so good. I know I don't have the emotional problems I used to have. Thank God. But if I ever do start to feel overwhelmed or frustrated or, our normal human emotions, my husband goes, Caitlin, listen to your tones and get your glasses. Or he'll just bring the glasses over to me. Because they work. They work so fast. Okay, so another option you have within your scanner is to upload specific homeopathic frequencies, detoxes, flower remedies that already come pre-programmed in the AO scan. And then when you do your easy scan, I have a video explaining how to get these to show up on when you do your easy scan. It's on my Instagram, Breakthrough Revolution, because that's my other AO scan page for our team. I have not been posting over there very much. I've just had so much going on between this page and our team. But there is a lot of great info there that you can go find too. But basically, you'll be able to imprint specific frequencies that you need into a bracelet or into your coffee or into your water. I already drank my coffee and had my breakfast, but basically you literally just imprint it, and then you get that frequency when you're wearing your bracelet or drinking your water or drinking your coffee That simple. And it's exactly what you needed based on your scan. So it's so cool. I'm not going to go into the report super deep. My thought with learning more about your body is this can either cause a lot of anxiety for some to see all the things that are out of balance, or it can be really, really wonderful for some people who are ready to dive in and learn a lot. If you tend to be on the anxious side, don't look at your reports. Don't even bother. You don't need to. See what supplements you need. See what frequencies you need. Run your scans, because every time you run a scan, you're optimizing everything. Literally, you don't have to look at your reports. You just know from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes, deep inside your mitochondria, you have optimized. You just did a whole optimization. Like, just focus on that. Listen to your inner voice tones and do the rest of what I'm going to show you to do. So, if you have anxiety, don't worry about it. Your body is fluctuating every single day. One of the biggest questions I get is, well, why do things look different from day to day? Girlfriend, if you got lab work done on Monday and Tuesday, it would look different. They don't let you get lab work done 3 times in a day because it would be confusing. And if you really want to dive into the reports and you really want to know, you're a doctor, you're a practitioner, you want to interpret this stuff for your patients, there's training for that. There are trainings within Solex University that are optional. They are paid trainings. I think they're very reasonably priced. I think they're worth it. I've taken them. I love them. But it's not for everybody. Your average person, you don't need to really know all this stuff. You can literally glance at your Easy Scan, which is going to give you an outline of everything. It's a monthly cost. It's $149 a month. So when you look at your Easy Scan and you see it's going to look all red, like everything's out of balance. That's just an overview of what wasn't able to be brought all the way back into balance from frequency within that scan. But you can do multiple optimizations, which I have a video on how to do that as well over on the Breakthrough Revolution Instagram. So if you run an Easy Scan in the morning and a ton of stuff is red, and you're like, oh my gosh, this totally aligns with me. My lymphatic system has been clogged. I have been feeling that. I did have, my stomach was bloated. That makes sense. So then go in and optimize on that same scan again. And everything that was sent first to help bring all that stuff, nudge it back to homeostasis, is going to be sent again. And more than likely, you're going to see stuff that was out of balance, that wasn't able to be touched by the frequency at first, nudge its way back. So that's why I don't worry too much. The power of frequency is so incredible. What we look for with our scans is patterns, if you're going to be looking at them. If you're going to choose to be paying attention, you're looking for patterns. And there's a whole course in Solex University on patterns. I didn't even realize it was in there until one of our QLAs, my friend Christina, she was like, I'm taking this course. Like, I didn't even know that was there. So there's so much available for training. When you join my team, I have a course for you. I have resources for you, along with Solex's corporate resources. There's so much. So you can really go either way of learning a ton or just getting in the habit of using it. Both ways are very effective and wonderful. Moving on. I'm not going to click on inner voice or vitals or comprehensive because we just did a condensed version of the vitals and comprehensive within the Easy Scan. And we don't have to do those if you've done the Easy Scan. They are longer than what's in the Easy Scan. So like maybe once a week or once a month or something, you can go in, scan, and then optimize. You just have to remember that you're going to scan and optimize. It's not like the Easy Scan where it just all happens all within one. The Easy Scan is just so nice because it only takes 6 minutes, under 6 minutes. And then you can listen to your inner voice in as little as 5 minutes, and that's where, you can get it all done really fast. Let's see. if you're going to do a comprehensive scan on its own, I usually just go to custom, scan, optimize. Look at how much stuff you can, oh, let's see, it's getting stuck. But let's say we wanted to just focus on, someone brought up the nervous system. What if we just wanted to focus on like the nervous system of the brain? We can literally go in and just click nerves of the brain and the head. Let's just do that. I just did a scan. So it stops you from doing a scan if you've done one within the last 10 minutes. But you can optimize every 10 minutes if you want to. So basically, if you wanted to get really specific, let's say you hurt your knee. You could go in, right here I just have selected for the nerves in the brain and the head. You could just go in for your knee, choose the muscles, let's see, choose the muscles, the nerves, connective tissue, whatever you wanted in the knee, everything in the knee, and then keep optimizing it every 10 minutes. It's so cool. You can literally do that. Do that for your nerves. Vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is such a hot topic. No one's talking about how to actually optimize it. Optimize it every 10 minutes. It's amazing. Okay. Then we have our body system scan. This one, I get so many questions about. This is going to scan and optimize everything, kind of just like you were doing a vitals and comprehensive, kind of like your easy scan. It's not really uniquely different in how it's helping you, except for it's showing you the causes. So you're going to get like an overview of the actual physical things that are out of balance. So like here we have connective tissue and it's telling me like my right trap. It has been tight lately. I'm not going to read all those. That's too many words. But then it shows you the causes, like the, like here it's showing leptin, thyroid hormone, chronic shyness, chronic sensitivity. I used to be so shy. It pulls up things from the past that are still affecting you physically, still affecting your connective tissue. Like it gives you this overview and then it gives you ways to improve upon whatever system you're on. So like here we have connective tissue system, then we have the digestive system, and it's giving you the vitals, the physical parts, the causes. Like if it's like this one showing digestive was low back pain. I used to have low back pain all the time. So that chronically impacted digestion. And it's addressing those things within it. But then it gives you action steps like increase trace minerals, consider chiropractic adjustments. Like it actually gives you action steps. So what you would use the body system scan for is to actually get a really clear picture of why is this out of balance? Why is this struggling? And then ways to fix it. So, inherited stuff. Usually that's more of something not specifically, no. But intuitively, when you see a lot of STDs come up or you see certain things that maybe you're like, oh, that runs in my family, you can probably assume it's inherited. And that's why we have the miasm frequencies. If you don't know what a miasm is, I have posts on that. I might have a whole highlight bubble on that too, but usually intuitively, but I feel like as the scanner continues to improve, because it's always improving, they're always adding more, that could be something we see in the future. I don't know. Since everything is connected in the body, should you let it run full body or focused area like the knee? Every day I do full body. So what I recommend everyone do is an easy scan every single day, because you don't need to know what's wrong with you. It's going to find it and it's going to tune it back into balance. But if you had something like, oh, my lymphatic system, or oh, my brain, or my nerve, or the knee, that's when people message me all the time. They're like, oh, my son hurt himself here, and then we optimized every 10 minutes using that, and they just specifically chose those things. and then watch the progression, the redness go down, the swelling go down, the pain get relieved. So it's kind of just on a daily basis, do everything. But if you're in a crisis, use this to target the crisis. Okay, so then we have 2 blurred out ones. So when you first sign up, these will be blurred out unless you decide to go through Solex University. And they have this blocked out because if you can't tell by now, this is a lot of information. This is a lot. This is why we have so many resources on learning more, and why sometimes people are like, I'm so overwhelmed, I have so much to learn. You don't have to learn it all. Like I said before, scanning, just scan. You just push the button and you're good. Listen to your tones. You've done you've done more for your body than you've probably ever done before, just running a scan. Yeah, if you have the cold or flu, you could optimize every 10 minutes. Whenever there's a crisis, that's what I tell people to do, because it's amazing. And obviously, there's other things we can do too, and that's where the scanner comes in. Like if we had a cold or flu, we could go look at body systems, lymphatic system, because our lymphatic system is our immune system, and then see what are some other things we could do. Maybe minerals will help, maybe more, whatever it is. But the optimizing is so cool. And before we had optimizing every 10 minutes, I have this amazing testimony. So my husband was super sick. Like, we were planning to go to my friend's wedding in Vegas, and we were driving together. It was just me and him. The day before, he got so sick. Or maybe it was 2 days before. It was like I don't know. I think it was a day before. I was like, we have to drive tomorrow. You can't be sick. I was like preparing. I was like, okay, Mom, are you going to drive with me? Am I just going to go by myself? Like, So I ran easy scans for him as much as it would let me. We didn't have multiple optimizations every 10 minutes back then. So I was just doing a lot, and I wouldn't recommend that because you can kind of overdo it on frequency, because you're just like, the multiple optimizations are so amazing because you're targeting the same things that didn't go back into balance. Running new scans like every 10 minutes it's like your body's like, there's so much going on. But I did that for him. The next morning, he was so sick. The next morning he woke up and I thought for sure we were not going to make it. He woke up perfectly fine. And it wasn't like a flu or like a, what is it called? Like a stomach bug or something that usually resolves in 24 hours. It was like coughing, sore throat, swollen throat, stuffy, like usually when you're sick for at least a few days. So that was pretty amazing. That really boosted my confidence in doing multiple scans. And now to have the multiple optimizations, I'm always like, okay, something hurts. Optimize, optimize, optimize. Okay, back to those things that might be blurred out until you do Solex University. This is a lot of information. They want you, Solex wants you to be equipped with the info on how to interpret what's going on. So it opens up a whole database, and I'm not going to go into that right now too much. If you want to do that, you can do Solex University. Again, I talked about this in the beginning of the video. I loved Solex University. I think it was totally worth it. And it opens up the dental and TMJ scans. I love these as well. But are you still going to get amazing benefit without having these 2 available? Yes, because we all did before they even unlocked these things. They didn't have this when we first started. But if you're a practitioner or a doctor or running a wellness center, I highly recommend you go through the training and open those up. Or if you have dental TMJ stuff, definitely go through the training. And it's such great information to know anyways. So the next thing to look at is Cepheid. Cepheid stands for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. So when you have your AO scan, you have a whole frequency generator. Is anyone like mind blown at how many things I keep talking about? There's so much. There's so much. So much. So when you go into Cephi, there's hundreds and hundreds of frequencies. Okay, you've probably seen these. I have highlight bubbles of Cephi, but we've got energy, focus, coordination, inner peace, back to the whole anxiety, nervousness, if you are struggling, make a playlist with Cephi, do inner peace, love, forgiveness, and gratitude, peace, calm, and tranquility, resolve, all of these, stress-free. Put them into a playlist. You can have as many as 15, and then broadcast that to your body all day. Like, let it go all day. You will feel better. I cannot give you guarantees. It's not a medical device, yada, yada, yada. But I feel better when I do that. You don't even know how severely ill I was when I first found this. I didn't know how ill I was. I thought I was doing great. I thought I had come a long way. I was still having panic attacks every time I drove the car. I was a wreck. My nervous system was shot. I was in chronic fight or flight, chronic freeze. Like, I don't even recognize myself anymore. It always makes me so emotional. I feel like I'm going to cry. I was so unstable. And I'm not saying that like crazy, like emotionally, like when things make you just overwhelmed that are just life. Like, if doing dishes makes you overwhelmed, you need some help. If driving a car gives you a panic attack, you need some support. I needed support, so that's why I was really desperate. I was like, what can freaking help me? I can't live my life like this. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting. And to have anxiety 24/7, I mean, it's like your heart's racing, you can't breathe, there's so many things going on. So on that note, have grace with people. You never know what someone's going through. No one knew what I was going through. And I didn't share it because what is anyone supposed to do? No one had answers. I tried therapy. I tried talk therapy. I went to counselors. I went to a counselor who was so nuts. That's another story for another time. Anyways, these frequencies have changed my life in so many ways. I'm calm. I'm peaceful. I'm happy. I'm zen. I'm grounded. I feel relaxed driving the car. And I thought I'd never be able to drive on the freeway again. And my poor husband, he was at a loss on what to do, but he would just hold me and try to help as much as he could. He'd pray for me and do the things, bring me magnesium, all the holistic things that people tell you to do. But nothing really, really shifted until energy and frequency. So if you're struggling, give this a shot. Make a playlist of the frequencies and broadcast them to your body. And no matter what the topic. Now my go-to playlist, I don't have issues anymore. I don't have issues. How cool is that to say? I don't have chronic back pain anymore. I'm pregnant and I feel the best I've ever felt in my life. So give it a shot. Now my go-to playlist is abundance. And I have abundance, wealth, and success, creativity, confidence, self-esteem, and love, gratitude, successful, prosperity, accelerated learning. This one works. Relationship enhancement, unlimited creativity, wealth, prosperity, super memory, self-confidence, self-esteem, and success. That's what I have going to myself all day, 24/7 for the most part. Unless I'm feeling like I need actual, other support, but usually I don't. I just feel good. So I think that's a huge testimony. And there's so many testimonies. I have a whole testimony highlight bubble you can go through. Anyways, so you can create playlists within Cephi. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Then you can click simultaneous. I don't know why anyone does individual. If you do individual, can you tell me why? I want them all to go at once. So I click simultaneous and then continuous broadcast. And let me show you how bad it sounds. Can you hear that? But you don't have to listen to it. So you just turn the volume all the way down and it's going to your body through the quantum field. So if I chose someone's name who was in Texas and I'm here in California this is going to be going to their body through the quantum field. It's so cool. It's so cool. Hi, Shelly. So how I tell, now everyone's always like, well, I feel like stuff is turning off when I close, when you lock the screen. So let's say you lock the screen, turn the volume up, and if you hear it, it's still going. So then you can, then you can turn, no, turn down. Sorry. Okay. My apologies. Then you can turn the volume down. So you can have this going in your purse. You can have this going at home. You can leave it going at home while you're at the grocery store and it'll still be going to you. You can make a group of people. Do your whole family all at once. Have a playlist going for your whole family at night for sleep. That's the other playlist I use, is one for sleep for my husband and I. And I have a group. I leave my iPad in here and I leave it going while we're sleeping. Okay. And the beauty of Cephi. I love how Deborah Bruce, I always want to call her Dr. Deborah Bruce. I don't know if she's a doctor or not. She's amazing. She does a lot of the trainings on Solex University and Solex's YouTube. You've probably seen her if you've watched any of those. She's a wealth of knowledge. She explains when you give yourself a playlist of Cephi broadcasting to yourself, it's like giving your brain a menu saying, here you go. And then your brain can pick and choose exactly what it wants. If it's homeopathics, it'll choose the exact dosage of homeopathics that it wants and take it and use it and benefit you. So you don't have to worry. Hi, Mom. You don't have to worry about if this frequency might not be good for so-and-so. It doesn't matter. If it's not good, their brain's not going to use it. So no worries. There are 0 contraindications with the AO scan. 0 contraindications. I'm pregnant. I can use it. People ask me all the time, can you use this pregnant? Heck yeah, you can. Can you use this if you have this? Yes. It is so gentle. It is so gentle. Most people do not have healing crises or Herxheimer reactions. Most people do not. If you do, you've severely needed frequency. So keep going. Push through. Do a little less and work your way up. Use Cephi. Do 1 Cephi frequency at a time. But this is so gentle. You can support people who are in the hospital that you can't get to physically. That was incredible for me. When I first started using this, I had so many clients who were like, is there anything you can do? My so-and-so is in the hospital, and this would happen all the time. I'd be like, there's nothing I can do because I didn't have these tools before. Enter the AO scan. Now I did. Now I could actually help people. All you need is their picture, a few details about them, their name, their date of birth, their email, and then you can broadcast to them and support them, run scans for them. Hi, Juliana. I was talking about you at the beginning of this. It's just amazing. It's incredible. So no matter if your family is on the other side of the country, you have people in the hospital, you can support them. And it's just so empowering. Okay, I think Jennifer was asking in the beginning if you could, I don't know how you worded it. If you're still on, could you ask the question again? Something about crystals. Now, this is so cool with Cephi. If you have something that's not in the scanner and you want the frequency transferred, all you do, dang, I don't have anything like here to demonstrate. Let's say I'll use the example from my friend. So she wanted to do a castor oil pack, but the castor oil is too intense. So what we did, we had her put the castor oil bottle right here and a Cephi dot right here. And then you start, and it transfers the energy from whatever you put right here into this. So then, if you're too sensitive for a castor oil pack, put the Cephi dot where you want the castor oil pack, and it does stuff. She felt it. It works. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with this. You can take the frequency of something and put it into something else, and it's just amazing that you could get really creative. If you were talking about the energy of crystals, like, yeah, I could probably take this. I mean, I could take this, whatever, I don't remember what kind of crystal this is, but whatever properties this one has, I could put it on there and transfer it onto something else. So, I mean, people don't even know this is here. It's there. We can use it. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what else to show you. There's so much within Cephi. We've got all of our frequencies. This is just so many frequencies. Now, this section is called quantum frequency, and if, like, it has everything. So let me just read a few. Colitis, colon inflammation, colon pain, constipation, contraction, convulsions, corns in feet, chest pain, coughing, colds, COVID mutations, cramps. So many frequencies, and it just keeps going and going and going. But you could click on complete frequency set, and that will send your body everything in that whole list all at once. Remember how we said it takes the like a menu and then chooses what it needs? So cool. So cool. So it doesn't matter if you don't know what someone needs, you can support them with that. My voice keeps changing. I'm excited. Lots and lots of categories. Flower remedies. If you don't know what flower remedies are, basically every flower holds a frequency, and it's supportive to our emotions. So I think people intuitively know this, and that's why they give flowers for different things, like, I don't know, birthdays, Valentine's Day, when someone dies. People get flowers. People give flowers. Why do we intuitively do that? Flowers hold a frequency, and they can be supportive for lots of different things. But if you don't know which flower is good for you, then you can just look through all the different, this is another one for anxiety, nervousness, nervous system, getting yourself out of the fight or flight. Use your flower remedies. Find which one, like, okay, what would be for anxiety? Probably overwhelmed. So then it shows you which flower supports overwhelm. But then if you're unoverwhelmed, you have a whole list of ones to choose from that would help that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's so many, it's so cool. Or you can just scan yourself to see which one you need. That makes it even easier. I used to have flower remedies in my practice. I would scan with my previous bioresonance technology to see what people needed, and then make a custom blend for them or whatever one. And that was a lot of work. And now seeing how we can change from day to day, would have been nice to just scan and like imprint instead of doing a whole bottle. Could have just saved a lot of money. So anyways, flowers, you have a whole homeopathic library. So you see those at the end cap in the grocery store. If you go to a health food store, there's the whole homeopathic section, and you can buy homeopathics. They're in those little sugar pellets. This is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. So you can literally have the whole homeopathic display from the store at the touch of a button, which is really nice. So if you are a homeopath, or you take the homeopathy course with Solex University, you could know what you need. Or if you like the lazy way, you can just go to By Symptoms and then scroll through the symptoms or search the symptoms and see exactly what you need. So there's a ton in here. Anxiety, back to the anxiety, nervousness. Go to homeopathics. Let's see, just click on anxiety You'll get a list of homeopathics. Click simultaneous and broadcast those to your body and let that go. Amazing. You also could scan to see which ones are the most important for you. Add those to a playlist with your other anxiety frequencies. Really, I mean, the beauty of this is you can let this go 24/7. If you're, okay, you haven't seen the testimony of Carrie Summers on YouTube on Solex. So you go to Solex LLC, go to their testimonials, find the one with the guy that looks like Elvis, and listen to his testimony about his dog Hulk. It's amazing. The dog's retina reattached from Cephi in I think it was either 2 days, 1 or 2 days. It's amazing. The power of frequency is incredible. So, and what's so nice is you don't have to take anything. You can just broadcast. If you want to take something, Solex sells sugar pellets that you can buy, put them on whatever, and then imprint whatever you want. I know quite a few people, all the people who want a giveaway, I imprinted specific frequencies into their sugar pellets. So, very cool. And then we have, actually, let's do that one first. Then we have Energy Homeoenergetics. These are really cool. So these are homeopathic blends with herbs, and I think other things too, I don't know. Each one of these is like a blend of 15 to 20-ish frequencies. So another one for anxiety, and I don't know if you're still on here, but anxiety, nervousness, would be Nerve Ease Plus. So this is a blend of frequencies to help ease your nerves. And we have a chart that if you've signed up with us, I can share this with you if you want, or you want to know, or it's also in our Facebook group. Then you just broadcast it or add it to a playlist. So there's so many different ones. There's ones for insomnia, Lyme detox, metals detox, mold detox. That helped me so much. I love when people self-promote on my videos. But mold detox helped me so much. When I first found this, that's what I was dealing with. I was living in a moldy apartment. And it's just amazing how much it supports and helps. Vaccine detox, ultimate emotions. If you use ultimate emotions, it gives you all the flower remedies all at once. So you don't even have to know. So it can just bring you down out of that whatever state you're in. So again, for the anxiety, anxious ones, ultimate emotions. Trace minerals. Oh, and I didn't even tell you about how we have, within homeopathics, we also have all the cell salts and the no-sods. So a lot of people will buy a 12-in-1 of cell salts and take them. This is the exact same thing. So I've made my own 12-in-1 by just imprinting and then taking them with Solex's sugar pellets. But you could imprint into your bracelet or your water or whatever. Okay. Last thing we're going to chat about is the Cephi dots. I have a box. Hold on. Let me just... it's getting hard to bend over. These are Cephi dots. They're pretty incredible. You've probably seen all those frequency patches people promote. I get messages in my inbox every day. Do you know about these? Yes, I do. I don't want them. Cephi dots. Programmable holographic discs that stick onto your body with whatever you want. They have a category for Cephi dots here, so I would rip one off of this. I wouldn't put the whole sheet myself. Scan to see which Cephi dot frequencies I need. And then, so this one says mood. Maybe I'm moody from all the stupid comments I've been getting on my previous videos. Then I would put one Cepheid dot or two or whatever, and then I would on the screen, and then I would imprint that frequency. Then it's going to hold that frequency indefinitely on the dot. So you'll see these in your the bundle options online. If you're going to get a bundle when you sign up, that's what these are. I also have a highlight bubble labeled AO bundles, where I walk through every single product that's in the bundles. This way you get an idea of, do I want this or do I not want this? The nice thing is everything in the bundles you can purchase later. So if you don't want to spend $300, $500 right now, you just want the subscription, you can do that and then buy those products later. But the only time you're going to get that deal on a bundle is your first order. Okay, so then once you've imprinted your Cepheid dots with whatever you want, you can do anything in the other categories too. Then it gives you suggested meridian points to stick them on. Then once you put your Cepheid dot on your body, it's going to drain the frequency of whatever you put in here into your body for the next 72 hours. So if you have, I gave some to Steve's friend who was dealing with, he has sciatica, nerve pain, back pain, all this stuff, and gave him like a few of them so that every few days he could keep putting them on his back. Or you could do what we talked about earlier, like with the castor oil. Transfer the frequency, stick it where you want a castor oil pack if you're too sensitive for a real castor oil pack. People have talked to me, they're like, well, if you're not going to ingest your, sorry if this is gross to people, if you're not going to ingest your placenta, could you transfer the frequency into something? Totally. Which then that would kind of last indefinitely and be really cool if you did it into like pellets. So anyways, sorry about the trash truck. The possibilities are endless. My favorite Cepheid dot frequency is cellular restore, because you all know I love talking about the mitochondria, quantum biology, all of that. But you can load these up. You can load these up with whatever you want. They are reusable. So if you buy one box and then really want to, you don't want to buy new ones. I just buy new ones because money is just energy. I'm not that cheap. But you can do whatever you want. And then just buy new stickers to stick them on. Easy. I think this will last you a while if you buy another one. So that is, oh, I did miss something. I didn't even talk about MindSync. AO MindSync, the best part. It's all the best part. It's all so good. Can you tell I love it? It's just amazing. And I can't believe that we have this. Okay. So you've probably heard me talk about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is running the show. It's ruling your life. It is why you're stuck or why you're thriving. You can blame it on your subconscious mind. Oh no, my iPad's dying. Okay, so I gotta show you this. You can record custom affirmations. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm so sorry. The trash truck is so loud. And for some reason, they take the trash out like 3 times a day here. I don't understand why. Anyways, you can record your custom affirmations. So I like to make a list of the specific ones I want to use, and then I record them. Or I made a glitch, or it's dying. Or you can scan to see which pre-listed affirmations that you should do. So they have a list. I think it's dying. Hold on. They have a list of like different ones, like prosperity, evening, whatever, they've got a bunch. And then it will show you on a teleprompter style. So then you read the affirmations. It pairs with whatever music you want. So it has a list of different music. And then it changes the hertz frequency. That's what sets this apart and makes it so extremely different from just saying affirmations or doing one of those like subliminals all night long. This is different because, the hertz frequency is changed. So it's bypassing the subconscious barrier when you listen. So it's actually programming your subconscious mind, like actually programming, and you feel it in the center of your head because it's changing your beliefs, which is incredible. Yeah. This is, oh, nope, it's still there. Okay. So here's your different ones. You've got I am affirmations, health affirmations, prosperity, memory, morning, evening, positive. Let's just give you an example. Gives you a teleprompter. You read them. I prioritize my well-being. Then you choose between low, mid, and high for the hertz change. And basically you just want to try all three until when you listen with your earbuds or headphones, it sounds balanced. You don't want it to sound wobbly at all. You just want it to sound clear, because that means it is bypassing that subconscious barrier. Then you change your music if you want, and then you can adjust the volume of the music in your voice. Play. What I've been doing is emailing myself these, putting them into a playlist, and listening to the playlist of multiple ones on a loop while I sleep. So powerful. I saw so much start to change in my life when they introduced MindSync last year at Day of Discovery, and it's my favorite thing. I mean, it's all my favorite. It's all so cool. It's all so incredible. But MindSync is just, once you know about the subconscious mind, it's such a game changer. It's like you actually can reprogram your brain in a very effective way every single day. It's incredible. Okay, so the last things I want to go over, since we talked about everything within the scanner, I think we went over everything. Feel free to send me your questions now in the comments if you do have any. I think I answered most of the commonly asked questions, especially the ones I've been getting recently. What to do if you're ready to sign up. There's a link in my bio, or if you've commented on any of my videos with the word AOScan, you've gotten links sent to you. Within those links, you should have the ability to get to the site. But if you don't have that, or you're confused, or you need it, just send me a direct message and I can message that to you. I have a video on my YouTube. My YouTube is the same as my Instagram, Caitlin Simmons Official. The first video you see, the most recent one I've made, is how to navigate the Solex website. So when you go to my link, you'll see it says up in the top left, Simmons Holistics. That's how you know you're signing up with me and our team. Or if you're signing up with someone else on the team, you'll see their name. And then watch the YouTube video for a step-by-step walkthrough of everything you need to do. It's not that hard, but because the Solex website glitches a little bit, it's best to watch that and sign up from a computer. So if you have access to a computer, sign up from there. All the troubleshooting things are talked about in that video, and in the description there's all the notes and links and everything you could possibly need. If you have more questions, though, feel free to reach out to me here on Instagram. I don't think this is going to Facebook, but I don't reply to my Facebook messages. I don't really see my emails either, so Instagram's the best place to message me. You have the option of signing up as a preferred customer or a quantum living advocate. And the only difference between that is, like, the price is the same, everything's the same, except as a quantum living advocate, you join our team and you can join the business side of this, which is very amazing. I do business trainings for our team. We have so many good resources, and it's just an incredible community of women and guys, both. An incredible community. And it's growing and it's fun, and you get to share one of the coolest things out there with other people. It's so rewarding. It's so fun. It's yeah. I have found what I am so passionate about. I just am so grateful. Yesterday was my last day of taking sessions. I don't do any one-on-one work anymore. The only thing I do is what you see on social media. I talk about this because this is what I have found to be the most impactful for people. People don't have to rely on anyone for this. You take it into your own hands and empower yourself, which is so powerful and so huge and so incredible. So I would love to have you join our team. I would love to have you reach out if you have questions. I'd love to have you try it. If you just want to give it a shot and just do a month or just do 3 months, you can do that. So yeah, pretty cool, risk-free, no huge startup costs, no contraindications. Thank you, Shelly. You're incredible doing it too. Yeah, so it's really fun. It's really amazing. And I think anyone on our team would agree that this is really cool to get to share with other people. So I'm going to log off because I don't see any questions. I will save this. And yeah, hopefully that answers all questions about the AO scan. Have a wonderful Tuesday, guys.